Well, right, and it's still that open,
Right.
inviting thing.
Absolutely.
Because it's almost like when things are, like they have like those baskets that we have that are from the Container Store, they're like tall sides with the holes in them, but it just makes it feel more contained.
Right.
And almost like you have to like rifle through it and dig through it, but this is more like open and, hey, it's as easy for me to
Or
grab.
why not
and,
put out some cool different look? Why does everything have to look so plain and sterile?
and be the same and
Right.
uniform everywhere.
Right.
I think that's the whole thing about the
I think
depth.
it's a combination of it, right? Because like I said, like there's nothing wrong with color in the classroom.
And I think it's okay to have some of those bins, right, that are the same, but then to mix it with the wicker and some tin and like different
Right.
textures and depth.
Right, and why, and like, you know, I'm just thinking like, for example, like counting bears. Why not just put a few counting bears in a jar? Why have all the counting bears in a big basket or a big bin?
Oh, that's freaking amazing.
You know,
yeah.
just simplify things, break it down.
It doesn't
Limit
have to
the
be
quantity.
everything
Yeah, let's
all
limit
the
the
time.
quantity. Like, okay, let's bring out Duplos. You're not going to bring the whole box up. Think about how much of something you
So
want
it's
to bring
quality versus quantity.
out. Right.
Like what's the intention of,
Exactly.
why are these counting bears out? Do there need to be 500 counting bears?
Right.
Why can't there be 10?
And do the kids ever use all those counting bears?
They just get thrown all over
Right.
the room.
Right.
Which is annoying.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there's my word again.
Except that we would bring out all the Duplos. Because you can never have too many Duplos.
Yeah.
So things like that, like Duplos, Legos, the building.
The building
You know,
materials.
sometimes it's really nice when there's things en masse, so that
Oh, that's a good idea.
it can just be a whole big experience.
Sure, that
And
Or maybe, or you
and
know,
yeah,
maybe we
but
start
other-
with that, and then the next day we make it simple, and then
yeah,
you know,
no, absolutely,
experiment.
yeah. No, and you can try it using a little bit and see how that works and what the response is to that
Right.
and
You know?
what they're able to create.
You know what- you
maybe
know
put
what-
a few Duplos in with a few animals or a few sticks or.
So I've been
Yeah,
to this
you're
school
right.
so many times, and the thing that just hit me, Jill, is that like the idea of intention,
Yeah.
right? Like, so I'm thinking like right now in our math area, right? We have the big bowl of counting bears, and we have the Lego matching thing, and then we have like some random puzzles and some random number boards and stuff. But to me, it was like, well, we need to put some stuff out here because we have to have math things.
Right.
But it wasn't like that idea of intention. And what are they going to do with this big bowl of counting bears? Or what are we expecting them to do with that shape board? So if there were fewer things that were more like direct or more intentional, then I think that the space would be...
Well, and connected to
more
other
visible.
things that you're doing. So let's say
Right.
the story you read for the morning were going on a bear hunt.
Yeah.
Then you put the bears out, and the bears could be going on a bear hunt.
Right,
and,
that's when
you
stories
know,
come alive
that's
in
when stories
class.
come alive, and they
Sure.
can recreate the stories, and
Right. So like
and then
thinking
you
about
might
how
have
to-
honey sandwiches for snack. You know, so you find different ways to connect
how to
those
manipulate
things.
all the centers, so even the dramatic play center. Like if they're stuck on this one, like you know, like you said, the bear hunt story.
Right.
Maybe put some natural things to help support that.
Some
Yeah.
bear books.
Not just
Or a
just
picnic
have it-
set.
Yeah.
Because
The
like
tea
lately
set.
we just have it home center, home center, home center. There's nothing new or inviting. I mean, we put out some pebbles, but like after a while it becomes the same.
Although I'll challenge that because because I've known Amy for a few years, her home area rarely changes.
It
I mean,
never
it's kind of like
changes.
It never.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
No,
the staple
it is.
of,
Yeah.
it's always the same.
And one of the big myths of early childhood is that you should constantly change your environment, and we challenge that.
So
We actually say that the environment should stay the same. It's the materials within the environment that change to reflect
Right.
the children in it and the projects and the interests of the children that are in it.
So it's kind of
So-
the skeleton, and then the fleshy part is what gets.
It's more than a skeleton.
Yeah.
I think it's the dressing. The clothes change.
There you
Your
go.
body's the
Okay.
same,
Got it.
right? But the outfit might change
Sure.
based on your mood and based on the weather and based on what's in style, or
Okay.
So yeah, so there's a lot of things that stay the same, and you never know what children are going to come to and when they're going to come to it.
Right.
And so if you have something really interesting and unique out, there are going to be some kids who just don't go to it, but 3 months later, you might be working on a project based on that piece of equipment or material, and there's suddenly a renewed interest, or they've suddenly been oh, that makes sense to me now. I'm going to use the eggs to build a nest because I just found a bird in my garden, you know.
This is another way of.
I did ask Lisa to get us more sized of those clear.
Oh, and this is a
IKEA.
frame from IKEA. Yeah.
They're like
I had
a,
them in
they're
my
like
last
$1 or
classroom. Yeah,
something.
they're
A
cheap.
couple, yeah.
Where did you find these little trays?
Oh, maybe a restaurant supply store.
Oh, sure.
These
Cash and
are,
carry, maybe?
yep, cash and carry, or there's a really great Asian supply, Asian market. There's an Asian market, but there's a, it's like a wholesale
Oh, yeah.
cooking supply, where they sell things like that super cheap.
Does that remind
I
you?
love terrariums, by the way.
Oh. Does this remind you of your little collection? That nasty boy rucked.
I had a really awesome science center in my room when I was a little kid. Birds' nests and all this stuff. And I had this friend come over, and he was like a real nerd and like took like a screwdriver. And I was sitting there on my bed just watching him destroy everything. I was like, I thought we were gonna play.
Like you're just walking out
My mom was.
He was
so
like, I am
mad.
playing.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's like actual cycle.
Oh, that is cool.
Did she make